Despite a federal order to get the trains moving, the Rock remains out of service. Alan Cox is standing by with our live action camera at the rail yard in downtown Cedar Rapids. Alan, just what is the situation?
John, the situation in this combination strike and railroad bankruptcy is so confused we have a picket line here at the east end of the rail yard, but no picketers. This was another day in which the federal government said it would get the Rock Island rolling again, but still the railroad remained frozen. The day's events began with Vice President Mondale at the White House. Some of the strikers in the other union on strike, the United Transportation Union, notified the Rock Island office in Cedar Rapids this afternoon that they were willing to come back to work. It's dubious whether the UTU members would have crossed the clerks' picket lines anyway, but the Rock Island management here in Cedar Rapids told them to stay away. It seems the Rock Island's management is not ready to give up control of the tracks to other railroads, and it probably won't be ready to until the beginning of next week. Reporting live from downtown Cedar Rapids, I'm Alan Cox, 2 Action News. Back to you, John.
Thank you, Alan.
All the strikers seem to have an opinion on... I think it's on the lens. Does it look okay?
Yeah, it's all right.
I can wipe it off.
I don't think it's on the lens.
Stormy Watch, Action 2 News.
2 Action.
All
right.
Yeah. You want me to wipe it off?
If you would like information about new encounters, just send your name and address to me at WMT-TV. Tom Eisen, The Helping Hand, Cedar Rapids. Thank you. Thank you. Very kind.
All right, let's try it. Is my collar straight or anything? Milwaukee Road. Is that too noisy? Milwaukee, God damn it. Milwaukee Road. All right. Milwaukee Road's Chicago office contends the railroad is losing money in Iowa. Yet records show over 100 cars daily leave the Cedar Rapids yards. Last month generated 11... Father Nick's purpose has been well served here today. 1,100 are expected to have participated before the day is through, raising 10 and 15... between 10 and 15. Take 3. All right. Father Nick's purpose will have been well served here today. 1,100 are expected to have participated. Take 4.
The chairman of the panel of university directors that recommended demolishing Steffens Hall is Wayne Norman Sr., who's built quite a reputation as a restorer of old buildings.
Norman says he's all in favor of restoration if the building is viable. It's just that Steffens Hall isn't. Arnak at 2 Action News, Dubuque.
We apologize for that problem.
We're working to keep it that way.
Now we're good. I'm all right now. Here we go. It gets catching after a while. At the moment, Cedar Rapids.
This morning, when the Iowa congressional delegation met with Chairman Volker from the Federal Reserve, we stressed the point that in Iowa now we felt we were on the brink or the precipice of a reception. This morning, when the congressional delegation...
The changes that must be made now, say IE officials, are relatively minor and should not delay the startup of the plant. Okay, take 2. The changes that must be made now, say IE officials, are relatively minor and should not delay the opening of the plant. It's already open. Take 3. The changes that must be made now, say...
4.
Take 4. Relax. The changes that must be made now, say IE officials, are relatively minor and should not delay the start... That sounds... You're just out here to... Uh-oh. This is rolling, you know.
The changes that are being made now, say IE officials, are relatively minor and should not delay the startup of the plant. In fact, they say they should start up April 14th, about 2 weeks earlier than originally scheduled. Dennis Suter, 2 Action News, Palo.
God, it looks so easy when you do it. All right, take 6. I lost my concentration with that.
When will it snow, Bill Bailey? When will it snow? We all would like to know. I'll do the shoveling, Bailey. I've got to know. When will you make it snow?
Jack Barnes, we have a big birthday surprise for you today.
Oh, yes.
Here we go for your birthday. No! It doesn't hurt us at all. So here we go. A friend has sent a pie for you, and you guess what we're going to do. Never going to get it twice. It only happens once in a life. Let's do. Let's do. Since this birthday gift is late, maybe you don't deserve this fate. Guess it seems we can't decide because you look so horrified. Let's do. Let's do. Let's do. Let's go. Let's do. Let's do. Let's do. Oh, let's go. Happy belated birthday. Happy birthday. Well, that's good.
What did I say? The new wells should be drilled and operational in about a year, and that should make... After that, the water purification system... Ew! Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Nancy Bruce, 2 Action News, Cedar Rapids. That's, hey man, that's as good as it's gonna get.
It's a far cry from disco duck, but then this performer likes to wing it with a style that can only be described as hunt and peck. Just around the corner, there's a hot chick on the dance floor strutting her stuff. And if basketball's more your style, there's some real foul shots here. What may look like barnyard vaudeville is actually a concession at the All-Iowa Fair. A quarter, among other things, pits you against a chicken in a game of tic-tac-toe. For the birds, a bit of food is enough to egg them on. And according to the concession operators, the birds are good. So good that beating them is something to crow about.
Well, it's real hard when we're on the road after they've been trained for someone to win. About the best you can do is to tie it.
Well, never one to pass up a challenge like that. We gave it a try. Even though there's not much dignity in it, there is some consolation in losing to a chicken. After all, revenge is never very far away. Mark Hooper, Channel 2 Newswatch, getting even in Cedar Rapids.
Regardless of stalk strength and standability bred into today's modern corn hybrids, odds are they'll eventually lodge after the plant...
Oh, was that a fart, Chuck?
That felt nice.
Yeah, where is it?
Right there on the end of the table. Get before he lands on somebody. Whose glasses? Huh?
This, I guess. What are some of the reasons that you decided to run for mayor? I know that you did go through kind of a long process there. You want to get rid of that? We had a bug flew in. Okay. Glasses. What are some of the reasons that...
Say was back in New York today. Well, we're obviously having some problems. We'll try to get back to Ron Say in just a moment. Meantime, Iowa in Class A, Paulina is #1 and Gladbrook on top. And now, guys, I'm going to need some instruction. What do you want to do here? Do we go to Hayden or you want to go to Ronsay? Okay, we'll wait. Don't have either one? Well, my goodness, I'm at a loss to tell you the truth. Which one do we have? Say. Ron Say. Ron Say in New York today. Good to see him back. Here's what he had to say at a news conference.
Then by 6 o'clock tomorrow night, the low will have moved fairly close to us, about the Kansas City area. Precipitation covering a much broader area, and by midnight tomorrow night, we're looking for the low to be up in the Great Lakes area, and as it moves into the upper Great Lakes area, we're looking for the precipitation to start to move out of our area. That's by Tuesday morning. We should be just down to flurries. We'll be back and give you a detailed look at what kind of precipitation we'll have when, right after this.
What is this?
Oops.
Goodbye, Mark. Goodbye. Get a bite quick.
Shut that off.
So I heard you're pregnant.
I got in trouble.
Well, did you marry the girl and make it honorable?
Tried it. Well, this is very nice. Quite a surprise, too.
What it comes down to is that the Highlanders say they don't have the equipment or facilities to attract more members. Those things require more money, and that's an item the university says it's unfortunately... Happy hour, get me out of here. It's Friday afternoon.
Oh, you just tore my ear out. No. Fridays are notorious. Okay.
Oh, God. I want to go home. No gag reel, no gag reel. Take 2.
Anytime, we're ready.
Okay. So what it comes down to is that the Highlanders say they don't have the equipment or facilities to attract more members. Those items would require more money, and that's an item the universe...
I knew this earlier.
Dennis Suter, where are you? God.
Tony wants a radio pack, quick.
Don't remind me. So what it comes down to is that the Highlanders need more equipment and facilities to attract more members. Those things require more, oh God, more of everything. So what it comes down to... Okay. So what it comes down to is that the Highlanders say they don't have the space. I'm smiling while I'm saying this. I'm not supposed to do that. So what it comes down to is that the Highlanders say they don't have the space or equipment to attract more members. Those things require more money. And that's an item the university says it's short on. But that...
Good thing I put in a new tape, huh, Julie?
Ladies and gentlemen, Colleen Riley has an announcement to make. Colleen, it's a very special day for you, I understand.
Yes, Casey, and I don't want to be here, and I'm really that I have to work early on my birthday, and I don't think I'll ever forgive you for it.
Remember, you heard it first, Mark, on 2 Action News.
Come on, you stupid bird, do something.
The Citizen Task Force circulated petitions which ask not whether citizens are in favor of a merger, but whether they're in favor of a merger vote. They easily garnered the legal...
Let's take a look at the Major League Baseball scoreboard very quickly if we can. San Francisco, Chicago postponed after rain, 5 innings, 7-4. San Diego over Pittsburgh, 12-1. Montreal took Atlanta, 5-zip. St. Louis over Los Angeles after 6. Philly took Houston, 10-3. Pete Rose got 2 hits. He's still 1 shy of Stan Musial's National League mark. 4-4 in the 8th. Cincinnati, New York. Chicago leads Toronto 1-0 after 3. The Yanks lead Kansas City 7-5 after 6. 2-1 Minnesota over Milwaukee, 6. Rain delay there. 3-0 Detroit over Texas in 7. And Oakland leading Baltimore 4-2, 7 innings out on the West Coast. The rest of the action not started yet. Gene.
Is that all?
That's all.
Take 1. Guy just blew up his motorcycle. Many downtown shopping districts depend on large department stores like Killian's to attract customers. If
Yes! Yes!